Okay, cool. Let's see if that helps. I still don't see it. Hmm. It says that it's broadcasting, but I damn sure don't see it.
Let me see if she sees it. I see it now. It's on now.
On YouTube?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, as long as you see it, because it should still showing up to me. I don't know what the hell is that. That's okay. As long as you say it's there, you know. As long as you say it's there. I'm trying to see if I can get some type of chat.
I just told Christina to type in the chat so I can see her type because I do have it up here.
Okay, I do see it live. There it is, right there. Yeah, I was trying to see if I can get some chat popping, but I don't see that. Oh, it's a Rush put in the chat, but it didn't pop up for me, so I guess I gotta hold it like this.
I don't see anybody in the chat right now.
I see Rush, but it didn't pop up on the screen like it was supposed
to.
You
go. I see Rush now. Yeah.
It didn't come up on the screen like it was supposed to, though. You know?
What up, Rush?
Hold on. Try one thing.
Since everybody can hear us, since we're live. Q ain't even in the building, y'all. This is what I deal with. What up, Zoe? And Chrissy J. As you can probably hear, we're just sitting here waiting for Big Q to come back.
Okay, cool. So, chat ain't behaving, but I can see it though. As long as I can see it, I feel good about it. You know what I mean?
No, we're super live right now.
Okay, well, cool. Let me let's hit start on the board and let's see if we can get this thing going. Okay, here we go. Okay, cool. Record now.
We got Chat Squad in the building. Let's go.
Oh, what's happening? Oh, what's happening? What's good, everybody? What's good? Why you looking like that, Keith? Why you looking like that? Yo, can you tell I'm happy to be here today, bro? Can you tell?
I can see it.
I'm giddy. You know, and it's weird because it's another Apple Day, but not really an Apple Day. Not really an Apple Day. But we'll get into that in a second. Anyway, welcome everybody. I'm happy. I don't know why I'm so giddy today because Keon. Every time I have to hang out with Keon, this is the 1 hour of my week where I know I got to hang out with this dude. Brings my week down. Like Nah, that's my homie. Anyway, welcome to the Smart Guys Tech Podcast. I'm your boy, Smart Guy Big Q. Glad to have everybody here with us as we continue to fight through these growing pains while we're trying to be pro style streamers. I'm your boy, Smart Guy Big Q, joined by the homie with the
boy.
What is that? Is that the weekend? What? Hold up, what's happening?
Hey man. If you were a dreadhead, Q, you would remember this.
I remember
you
that.
Had locks like you used to.
I remember. I remember.
But it's your boy Keon X is in the building, looking suave and sexy as usual.
Well, I wouldn't go all the way there, but it's good. It's good to see you, homie. It's good.
Gentle takeover.
Yeah.
Happy to see you in the building. I just got your message. I appreciate that. Very, very
good to see you. Listen, I was chilling like always, minding my business on Twitter like I always do. And then I always kind of get sucked and dragged into some weird stuff. You
were doing what on Twitter, Q?
I was just chilling, minding my business. Like, I was minding my business like Chris Rock. And next thing I know, no. I went.
You might not want to do that no more.
I'm just seeing these conversations, bro. Okay, so somebody linked the story about the Samsung Freestyle, right? Oh, and then a big debate sparked about. It was Rush, right? It was David Rush. I don't know who it was. It was somebody. And then there's Keon with his snarky comments about the price and the value.
I didn't say nothing snarky, actually.
Whatever, right? And what I found amazing about this conversation, and we're gonna get into it because we're gonna talk about it in the conversation today. We're gonna talk about the perceived value of tech, because during this whole conversation where everybody's dragging Samsung and the cost of this projector, nobody said anything about this Apple in there with ridiculousness with this studio monitor. What? Nobody said a word about this. It never came up. It never came up. It never came up. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, you know what? I was like, this is what I'm gonna do, because y'all get away with it on Twitter because y'all know that I be halfway into Twitter, halfway not. I don't really be paying attention. And besides, I don't let my Twitter fingers do the talking like y'all. I get on this microphone. This is where I do my spitting at right here. You know what I'm saying, right?
I feel like I come with the same energy no matter where I go. So
you tune in on YouTube on Monday evenings on the Smart Guys Tech Podcast, and you get this venom. I'm telling you, right? I ain't gonna be on Twitter acting a fool. You know what I'm saying? But I was just saying, nobody said a word. Nobody said.
I didn't say nothing.
Nobody said a word. But it's okay. We're gonna talk about it today. We're gonna talk about it today. We got that. We're gonna talk about. We also gonna talk about Apple's push on this hardware as a service situation. They seem to be doubling down on it, and I think it's going. I actually believe, Keon, and lately I've been agreeing with a lot of stuff that Apple's been doing, except for the innovation piece.
You might as well agree about your iPhone.
See, Keon, let me keep.
Dude, I told you the day you say you'll get an iPhone, I'll buy you your first one.
Can I have I just want to give a little bit of because see, I think you want to keep me sour on Apple. I think that's really at the end of the day, I think you want me to be sour, right? You don't want me to give Apple no props.
I want you to give props. I want you to actually use the hardware, and I want to help you out. Wow,
I'm trying to get some. Trying to get some props. So they I actually think this is going to, how what was his name, John Laguerre. Was that his name, John Laguerre?
Yeah, for T-Mobile.
Yeah, you know how he kind of pretty much changed the whole landscape of how people buy phones with that whole T-Mobile. I forget what it was called when they first started it, but this right here is going to be good. I mean, I think what Apple is doing here, this is going to allow more people to have more access to more stuff. And because from what I read, and we'll get into it later, but what I read, it was more than just phones. It was they'll open it up to tablets and computers as well. If they decide to go this route. I think it's pretty amazing. I think that's pretty dope. I'm trying to think of what else I got here. Hold on, Kim.
I'll just let you know that I can't wait till some of these stories come up when we start talking about them, because my side of the internet versus your side of the internet is totally different. Totally different.
Okay. I'm just saying. The other thing was word on the street is that as we get ready for the Samsung second launch of the year, that we're looking at doing possibly a third foldable this go around. I'm excited about that. We're going to talk about that for a little bit too. Then here's a big one. I think this is a good place to start, Keon. I read the story and I didn't quite understand what was happening. But then the more I read it, I was like, I like this. It says Apple will be forced to allow side loading in third-party app stores under a new EU law. Now, these are the same folks who was trying to force Apple to get off that Lightning. You get on that USB-C. Now, clearly, this is like because this is not America and they can do whatever they want to over here. I find it pretty hilarious that they can tell. Well, they said if you want to sell your stuff over here, it gotta go by these rules and regulations and these laws. So now I know you probably think side loading is a dirty word and all these type of things, but look, here's it. Here, what you think about it? Let me know. I want to know.
I forgot where I came from. I came from Google.
Okay.
I came from Android. But I just don't see it as. I don't see the point in it, I guess, for most things with side loading. I don't see any benefit to it right now, besides doing some type of developer type of thing, which you can already do with X Source. Is it X Source? Or whatever. Like you can do it with the developer apps, you just can't. You can only do it with your phone. You can't just like distribute it out and have everybody just pick it up. Plus, people have to download that program, and it's a lot of work. I don't see the benefit of it. I've already. I don't know if you saw where Tim Cook. I think he said, if you let side loading happen, it's just going to create issues, security issues.
Like, I mean, that's the number one thing. It's definitely going to be a security issue because now you got to leave the back door open. You kind of got to, right?
Exactly.
Or a window or something, right? It can't be as airtight as possible. But I think beyond looking at it from that perspective, it just every time I see stuff like this, it reminds me of how super American Apple is, right? Like you go anywhere else in the world, and things like side load and it's like second nature. It's only here and only in the Apple world where people are like, what side load? What just talking about? What are you talking about?
What you had me thinking, like Europe is trying to turn Apple into something else. Like this is not. Yeah. Apple wanted to do their own charger. We wanted to use our own software.
Absolutely.
Y'all saying nah. Yeah. USB-C. Make it for everybody.
That's
Let's
right.
That's right. All the apps on there.
Remember,
no, it's not what Apple's about.
Remember, these are the same people who don't like inches and ounces. They like centimeters and milligrams. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just
the
saying.
World like. Metric system.
I'm just saying, you come over talking about inches and feet, they look at you like you're crazy. You know what I'm saying? That's all I mean. But I don't know. I think it just make me think like it just shows me how different it is when you step outside of a certain bubble. Like Apple controls pretty much everything here in the US. Like anything that has to do with Apple, they have 150,000% control over. That's impenetrable. You can't nobody tell them what to do, and they don't care. They'll tell you that you can't tell them what to do, right? And
just like I told you, that they didn't allow TV shows to have the villain using an iPhone. Like,
right.
What kind of control is that?
Right.
You just telling the whole world like, nah, he's a bad guy. You can't use an iPhone.
Nope, can't get down like that. Oh no, that doesn't work. And speaking of which, congrats to Apple again. Won their first Oscar, right? Look at they not playing.
Yeah. Is this the same cue?
Listen.
Congrats Apple like 3 times.
I give credit where credit is.
10 minutes in.
I give credit where credit is due. You know what I mean? I didn't watch the show that won the Oscar. I don't even know what show it was. I didn't see that one, but congratulations nonetheless.
It's called Coda. I haven't watched that show yet. Yeah. I might watch it just because they won an award. But the Oscars had its own little fun last night.
Yeah, which I'm gonna have a lot of fun with tomorrow night.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's another story for another day.
Give everybody a break. Give everybody a break. Go easy on you.
You know what? It's pretty funny. I don't know, but in the meantime, I definitely think this whole EU trying to tell Apple what to do is kind of hilarious to me. It's a little funny. I think
the USB-C thing went through, so they actually do have to change that.
Yes.
By like mid next year, I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I don't know how the side one's gonna go.
So the only thing if I'm Apple, if I'm Tim Cook, oh my God, which I hate that guy, but if I'm him, I wouldn't worry about it so much as long as like whatever they're doing in the EU with their iPhones can't be spread over to the US. Like, so let's say you know how Samsung has the Exynos and the No. I'm just saying. I don't hope it. I hope it's something like so. Like for example, an EU version of iPhone can sideload apps, right? Which means that there's a blazing gap in the security somewhere, right? I don't want that whatever they sideload into that iPhone to be able to be transmitted or spread to an American version of the phone that's actually secure, You see what I'm saying?
But as a business, why would you just have like a whole separate part and now you have to maintain two different
Right.
sectors?
Yeah.
And I mean, I know Samsung's been doing that, but I personally don't like that business model. Business
Right.
model for me would be make it as efficient as possible, which Apple actually hasn't been doing lately. They've been have like 4 or 5 different types of phones lately.
Yeah.
It's a lot. So they may be doing that, but that's not the route I would go.
Yeah.
I would be on
so you're saying that you would just be like, okay, you want us to open the phone up and we say no, so we just want to sell them over there?
No,
right.
no. I would just
because they're not saying that people
like a global company.
Well, they're not saying that people who live over there can't have them. You can buy one, but
right.
You ain't gonna buy it from over there. You know what I'm saying, right?
So I would be like, first we can change it to USB-C. But I feel like what Apple's gonna do is they're gonna put a spin on it, like maybe have it on USB-C, but there's gonna be like some special Apple version of USB-C that allows you to, fast charge or something.
Right.
Like, they're gonna do something. It's not just gonna be USB-C, boom.
Right.
It's gonna be something special.
Yeah.
I can already tell.
Yeah. But I just think the whole thing is pretty funny. Keon, I know. I tweeted about it, but of course my tweets never like nobody never look at my tweet because I tweeted about the M8. I tweeted.
I'm sorry, I was laughing at the.
I tweeted about it. I did.
I actually thought the M8 pre-order time had already happened. I didn't know it just started pre-order.
No, I think when we talked about it the first time they showed it off at CES. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, so showed it off at CES.
Did the whole pre-order.
Yeah,
they were just showing it off.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, snap-on webcam. So that made the price go up a little bit, right? So the one that I have here, the 32 that I have here, was $550, and so that went up like another $250 or something like $150. It's $700 now.
Yeah, the 32 inch for $500. I thought it was $400 for a 32 inch.
I got mine when it was when it first dropped, so it was like I think it was like $549. It was $449. The bigger one was the big one was $550, right? Yeah, the 43 was right, and so it went up in price because of the new things that it added. So it added the home hub thing I was telling you about. So like I can replace my Samsung mesh unit, which now is a little bit outdated because it doesn't support Wi-Fi 6. So I've been wanting to get rid of it, but I was waiting on Samsung to come out with a new one. Samsung was like, well, we made a mesh before. We decided we ain't doing that no more. So I need to do something. But I'm like, man, I don't know if I want to buy another monitor. But this one will replace my SmartThings hub. And it will support, Wi-Fi 6E and all that good stuff. So has the new SmartThings hub and a snap-on webcam, plus all the other stuff that it was able to do before. What was it called? Apple Air Command, AirPlay 2, and Bluetooth and Wi-Fi and all that. So I don't know. What you think about it?
I like it. I was actually looking for an excuse not to buy a Samsung monitor just to see, I pretty much I was making sure it could fit my lifestyle.
Right.
The one thing it can't do, there's something up with the colors that it doesn't do full P3 color space or something. It does something weird that I don't like. Other than that, it is a fantastic monitor. I don't see, because I already have my separate webcam, I don't see the need in me going to M8 versus M7.
Yeah.
But the M8 as an all-in-one system, especially if you're in the Microsoft world, you just pretty much need a keyboard and the mouse, and that your computer is your screen. It's a dope thing.
Yeah. So the one thing I didn't know until I was reading the article today, that they were supposed to launch it with a game hub. They were supposed to put your GeForce Now, your Xbox Game Pass, your Stadia. What else am I missing? Don't Amazon got one? Lumia? Luna. Something like that. They're supposed to put it all together. Like you're supposed to be able to pull them all up, like instead of being in separate apps, you can just search by category and all the games kind of go together in one. And they said that they omitted that. It didn't make the cut. So I don't know if it will come in a later update or they just might wait till they do the M9 or whatever. I don't know. Is that a big blow or not? I mean, I think that's kind of dope to have the game streaming built into because we still ain't seen that yet. Nobody has done that quite yet. And I think that's a lot.
I mean, I guess this is kind of a TV. I guess it's more applicable to have a game hub, but for me, it's not. I'm still not all into cloud gaming. I'm an old man when it comes to cloud gaming.
Yeah, I'm all about it, man. Like just taking up less space on the PC. I mean, it's a beautiful thing to me. I like it. I don't see no reason not to do it.
Gaming doesn't take any space on my PC, so
well, because you're using a whole separate unit, which I didn't want to do. Right? I already got enough units in this room, so you know what I mean. And now that I'm running 2 full-blown desktops, I think the temperature done went up about 17 degrees in this piece. So I don't know.
If only you had like a Mac Studio that had a suspicious supplemental space for airflow.
Well, I got a nice cooler on my new one, on the new desktop that I got, so it's pretty dope.
How big is your tower?
It's pretty big.
Your tower fit on top of your, your monitor like my Mac Studio?
No. See, I'm one of them. I never put a desktop on a desk. It always go on the floor. That's where it's supposed to go. Okay, it goes on the floor.
Right here under my monitor, dude.
No,
it's right between my monitor.
I don't even know.
And
That's too tiny. So that to me don't even look like it can do nothing. Now I ain't saying that it can. I'm just saying. I'm saying looks can be deceiving. I ain't doing that. I'm just saying it looks.
Let's go.
It looks like a toy. You know what I mean? Okay, here we go. Kenneth, we talked about. I alluded to it a little bit in the early part of the show. Subscription service, hardware as a subscription. Man, this is huge, man.
You don't want to hold on. You didn't want to talk about the studio display?
Oh no, we getting there. No. We get to that studio display. I'm saving that. I'm saving that because remember the title is. You guys would try to go in on Samsung's $900 projector, but nobody said nothing about this $1 million monitor. Oh no, we going there. We gonna go there. But we gonna make our way there.
A long title.
It was a long title, but yeah, okay. Anyway, well, I had to, anyway. But I was reading this story here, and I was thinking to myself, like, man, if Samsung did something like this would be so dope, because like. I would be able to get the situation I ran into with the tablet. I couldn't get the tablet when I wanted to because of weird issues and pre-order nonsense. I could get stuff in groups, like in bundles, like get your phone, you get your watch, you get your tablet, you get your computer. This right here, I'm telling you, man, if Apple can pull it off properly, which I know they can, because I know that, and this also will bring, I think more people. Will be able to get Apple products, right? So some people right now can't get a MacBook, right? Because the things cost too much. Some people can't do that. They, so they buy a Chromebook instead. Poor things, and their creativity is being stunted. You know it is, right? You know what I mean?
So my thing, and if you're not aware of this chat squad. Basically, there's some rumor going out there that Apple is going to start selling iPhones and other of their hardware.
It's pretty much confirmed
on a subscription service, you pay monthly and you get whatever, which is something that they've already did before with the iPhones, this iPhone for Life program. Yeah. So it can be done. Mm-hmm. There's obviously going to be some type of background or credit check. Or something that's
clearly,
weed out.
Oh yeah,
the unworthy.
Oh yeah. so you got to keep everything level. Is this what is? So that's what your main concern was? I knew it was something. I couldn't put my finger.
No. That's not my
I couldn't put my finger.
My main concern really is. I feel like this is fantastic for business.
Okay.
I don't know if this is going to be as good. It'll still be good, but as good for general consumer. Because I don't know, especially people who buy computers that aren't techie people. I don't know if they're going to want to just do a monthly thing and always have the update.
But but think about this, Keon. We complain about the subscription model. We've been complaining about it for a while. You know what I mean? Like, this is like your streaming services on your music now done spread over to TV and movies. And
it's literally everything.
Everything
can be a subscription now.
It seems like it is the new road to capitalism. Like, that's the way you do it, right? And I really believe that it ain't gonna stop here. I think it gets worse. I think you see more and more stuff becoming subscription based. I mean, it is even now can get groceries on a subscription. You can get everything.
You can get food and stuff.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
You get everything.
Yeah.
You probably rent a car. Well, I mean, you got Ubers and stuff.
You
probably rent a car monthly.
And
Joe said that he's already an Apple One subscriber, so he's down for it.
Yeah.
I actually don't know if I'm down for this as far as anything but my iPhone and maybe my iPad. As far as computers go, I don't see this. For me, for a tech head, for me, I don't see that as being necessary.
Well, I think the folks who move quickly through tech, like us, we will have to really think about it a little bit. Like, maybe in a certain situations it might make sense, and in other situations it doesn't. Because I would hate to be stuck on a 3-year anything they got to do with tech. Like, if it take me 3 years to pay it off, I'm probably gonna be a little bit upset with it. You know what I'm saying, right?
And if they do it as a what do you call it? Like you can upgrade every time a new one comes out.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
That would be dope.
I don't buy my phones on like a I don't buy my phones on credit. I just pay the whole thing off.
Right.
Keep it, sell it. So I'm only really spending like $200 every year on a brand new phone.
Yeah.
I've had my iPad for 2 years just because I don't see the or 3 years probably.
Right.
I don't see the reason in updating it yet.
Yeah.
So it's just I don't know.
Yeah,
it's nice though. It's nice to have an option.
I think it's definitely
not going to be the only option.
Yeah, definitely nice to have, especially for people who got maybe you got a few kids or whatever, and you're trying to outfit them for school or whatever. You know what I mean? Or it could be other different reasons. And I know you trying to keep things nice. You don't want to say it, Kim, but I can see it, and I can tell it in your tone, right? I can tell it in your tone.
What's that?
You're trying to keep your favorite tech stuff nice and pristine. You don't want certain demographics to have access. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody can join the Apple trade if you want
I'm just saying.
Apple.
I mean, I don't know if I chat. I don't know if y'all picked it up about a minute or so ago. He was saying something about
I call them unworthy.
The unworthies or the undesirables or something he called it. I don't know who exactly he talking about.
Just the people who don't fit. That's all. About. Some people just don't fit.
Well, Apple said if they got the money, they fit. You know what I mean?
I don't know about that. But like I said, this would be amazing for business, especially if you can keep carve a little bit of your budget out every year to say, okay, we got, I don't know, $1 million going to Apple every year.
Yeah.
That way, our whole business every year we've got the latest stuff. You don't have to walk into I walked into Apple in 2015, working there, and I had a 2013 iMac for 4 years.
Yeah.
I was using the 2013 iMac. It worked perfectly fine. I got all the updates and whatever, but if I'm at the company, why don't I have the best stuff?
Right. Yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense.
It's great. I like it.
So you're not I know your mom is already on the train because she's a smart woman, but you apparently ain't on the train with the photo.
I don't need this yet.
You're not with the foldables just yet. Samsung says, yeah, you're gonna be ready whether you want.
I listened to Tim Cook, and he said I don't need this yet in my life.
Well, Samsung says you do, because not only are they gonna come and revisit the two very successful foldable models they had last summer, they saying that they might think about debuting a third one. And we don't know what the third one is. This could be this infamous dual fold model, or this could be a rollable model. We're not sure. We just see that in the source code, the code names then started popping up. And there's a new one with an N4. That's a Q4, a B4, which was, we had a Q3, B3 last year, which is the flip and the fold. So they're assuming that this is the third one. The question I got for you and
the Diamond.
Yeah.
Codename Diamond.
Codename Diamond.
That means it's the top of the line.
Yeah, it means this gonna be a good one. So the question I got for you in the chat now, I already know you feel a certain type of way about the photos. I already know how your temperature's a little weird. And we heard what General Takeover said months and months, and I ain't gonna beat a dead horse. I know how she feels, right? But no, we got Zoe and Rush.
Yep.
They Zoe done worked out with the Z Fold 3 a little bit. Both of them used the Microsoft Surface Duo in Duo 2. Listen, it's three foldables, three choices from Samsung in one shot. Is that a good look? Look, I thought the two having two options last year was dope, because the people who like the flip didn't like the fold. The people who like the fold didn't like the flip. You know what I mean? I personally.
So my thing is it going to be a budget or premium version of one of the already devices?
No.
Or is it going to be like a different fold, like a trifold?
So I'm thinking more like a tri. I'm thinking this one is going to be a next level type of situation. I think the flip done firmly, set itself up as the entry level jump off, right? Because and I'm thinking that $700 price tag that is sitting there right now is probably where it's going to stay, because it came out at $1,000 and then it settled in at around $700. The fold came in at $17.99 and then settled in around $13.99, and I think that's where the price probably going to stay with that one as well. So some got to go back into that $1,800, $2,000 spot, right? So there's that. I don't know. I like it. I like my phone to fold up.
You saying it's a trifold?
Yeah.
What you thinking?
Yeah, or trifold. Yeah, More like the one that they've been talking about for the longest with the Z, where the whole Z series stuff came from, where it's supposed to fold like down into like a Z shape. You know, a screen on top.
Oh, like
yeah, like a little Z shape. So I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about it. I don't think we're at the point now that foldable should have a budget version.
Yeah. Not yet. You don't think so?
No. We shouldn't have a budget. It's not yet. It's not. Not until some of the other big dogs do foldables and everybody has one in their hands.
Yeah.
I don't think you're ready for a budget. These should always be for now, should be premium devices only. And so
I can't disagree with that too much.
And again, I don't know if we're ready for a trifold.
Right.
And that could just be the Apple and me being like, hold up, it's not perfect yet.
Yes.
Just wait. Even though I feel like it is kind of perfect where it is right now.
Yeah.
We just got different designs. But I don't know. I don't know if it's ready for a third contender, especially a trifold. That seems a bit rushed, Samsung. It seems like you're moving forward while the whole world is still trying to.
Wait, listen. Sometimes though, when you sit and chill like that, I don't know. So you got to be different some kind of way. Like if Apple and Samsung did the same thing and they made super high quality devices, right? It was like it's already hard enough. I mean, I deal with these customers on a daily basis. I'm sitting here trying to decide, and I don't even know how. Like, King, I don't know how y'all do it. For me, there is no choice. I don't have these problems. Okay, I go into the store. I don't even go over there. There's nothing over there for me. Okay, there's nothing over there for me. I don't even go over there. But these people come in here like, oh man, I don't know. I really like the slickness of the iOS. But oh man, look at the hardware of the Samsung. Oh my God, like, dude, it ain't that hard. It's not.
First of all, you have less choice now than you did 5 years ago when every manufacturer
absolutely
was in the game.
You're right. So, you're right.
Go ahead and pick that brand, and then in that brand, pick what style you want.
Look, for me, it ain't that hard, bro. I really, look, I ain't going over there. I'm not going over there.
And if you're already on something and it served you 80-90% of what you needed it for, you're sticking with that brand.
Right.
Now, if that brand hurts you and you couldn't bear to use the phone for a year, all right, switch over. But if it's doing well, go ahead.
Listen, the people who like the bounce back, look, I give kudos to y'all. Y'all better than me because I can't do it. It's just and I see the things, some of the positive things that the other side offers, and I think it's cool. But I like the fact that it's a divide. I like the fact that it's like, okay, this is what we're doing over here, and you can't do that. And then when it sounds like, well, this is what we're doing over here, and you guys can't do that. And
I do like that, especially with the top dogs in the chain, like the biggest competitors. There's clearly like different mission statements you have with each one.
Absolutely,
it's not like if it were like Xiaomi and OnePlus as the top dogs, that's way too similar. You can jump back and forth, but like especially in the US, Apple and Samsung, they have the clear things, and you really it's not even like a they're so similar. No,
nah, and they both digging their heels in deep on it too, right? So
exactly.
Apple is like they like I message FaceTime. This is our joint. We digging our heels in. Samsung is like Dex and all that. Oh no, we holding on tight to that.
Like, hey, we're about to give you a lot of new features. We're gonna keep trying stuff every year.
Absolutely.
Like, hey, you're gonna have the same stuff. And it's gonna work. You know that. Like, I mean, it's cool. I like that. I really do like that.
I think it's dope too.
I don't know what customers you got to deal with.
No, these guys they trip me out, man. They come in and be acting like it's the worst decision in the world. Like, oh my God, like I don't know, man. I don't know. And I'm like, dude, like really? Then I'm gonna sit there and I'm talking to him, going over every spec, doing every detail, showing him every demo. And he's like, yeah, that's dope. You know what? I really like it. I think I'm sold on it. But man, it would be weird for me to be here and not go and see what Apple is doing. And I'm like, really? Really? Are you serious right now? Get your ass out of here.
Chocolate dogs, but it'd just be weird for me not to taste vanilla.
I'm already here, right? I mean, we're here. Might as well go ahead and do it.
I'm already in the Ben and Jerry's just right there. Let me go ahead and taste this. For what? Dog? You know what you like.
Honestly, then they come back over like, yeah, man. I don't know, man. That certain things, man, still sweet, but we're gonna go ahead and do this S22 Ultra. But I'm like, wow. So all of that, right? Okay, all right. But then there's people like
do all that thinking at home. They don't come here to buy.
But then there's people like I don't know if you remember Zoe and Resh probably remember him, but I see him from time to time now. Our guy Charles Kennedy. I don't know if you remember him.
I don't know.
He was a good dude, but he Oh my God! I was talking to him last summer. He had a Note 20 Ultra, but he was Mr. Carry 2 or 3 phones anyway. That's how he get down anyway. That's his steez, right? So he I think he keep an iPhone on deck because he just kind of keep one on deck. So he was like, yeah, I don't know about this flip. He was really loving the flip for whatever reason. I was trying to sell him the fold. He wasn't feeling that one. He liked the flip. Sold him the flip. I saw this dude literally 2 weeks later. And I was like, what's going on, Charles? What's happening, man? And he had a fold. I was like, what happened to the flip? He was like, it was dope, but I wanted to see what the flip was about. What? You know what I'm saying? Right? Like, what's going on? How you like, I don't understand. Like, I guess he just want to play with everything. I don't know. And I guess I'm not.
Some people, Joe, are like that. You got people who just want to try everything.
And
to get their hand dirty. Hey.
Yeah.
Two iPhones now, apparently, according to Zoe.
Yeah, that's crazy. I know he's a multi-phone type of cat, that kind of thing. So
I remember that life. That life was fun.
I don't know if I could do it, man. Don't know if I could do it.
I can't do it anymore.
Yeah, it's just some things you just got to be like, well, you know what? I just got to separate myself. I'm just gonna miss out on that. I mean, I'm just gonna have to refrain. I'm just, it's cool. Y'all have fun.
When I'm near my mom, I'll play with her phone for a little bit, 5-10 minutes just to see. But it's quick because I already know it's like, nah.
Yeah,
it's not.
Yeah, I'm good. He said he used to carry the black and the white iPhone 4. Wow, that is why they had to be 2 separate colors. I guess one was for work and one for personal.
That's a good way to. I mean, back in the day, that would be a good way to just see, like, let me pull out my phone that's ringing. Oh, it's a black phone. Oh, okay, I can't.
Yeah. Not right now. Not right now. I'm at work right now. You know what I mean? So listen, I don't be as engaged as you guys be, but I do watch what y'all be doing on Twitter. I do be watching it, right? And I'm telling you, like, I don't know who it was who started this.
I hope not.
I don't know who it was who started this. But they bashing the it's like I think I got the article. I think I have the same one that was linked at the time. I think I have it. I think I do.
I haven't pulled it up.
I think I have it. Let me see.
It's a Verge article.
Yeah, I think I got it. This one, right? Says headline was Samsung's Freestyle projector doesn't live up to its $900 price. And then the bashing ensued. Oh hell yeah! There is no way. Why would I pay $900 for that? Like, should we go and look at the tweets? I don't know.
Yeah, go ahead. There was no bashing. At least from me.
I'm just saying.
All I did was tag you. That's all I did.
So my thing is this. Okay, listen. All this was going on, and I get everybody voiced their opinion. Okay, maybe Samsung went a little overboard with that. Maybe they've been a little egregious with their pricing on this thing. Maybe they thought they were a little too proud. They were like, oh no, we're gonna sell it for $1,000. Remember when we first talked about it? They was talking about it was gonna be $1,000. I don't know if you remember when we first talked about it, right?
I remember when we first talked about it. I said, no, I'm good. Yeah, because I wanted it. I wanted it really bad.
Right? Maybe they felt so really, really good about it, and then when you kind of look at what it really is, like, wow, well, it's $900. Really? Is that? I don't know. But then
when you tweeted and said it is a projector version of the M7, that really made me look at it like, wow, you're actually right.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty much all it is. But then the part of the conversation that didn't get talked about, the part that nobody visited, the part that nobody thought to, and I guess because Apple is exempt and they can do whatever they want to, right?
Apple had the precedent. So Apple had the precedent. You spending money.
No, I don't get it, right? So they come out with this thing.
Video display.
Where is it? Is it this one? Yeah. So is the studio display just an overpriced really? So I'm just saying, how come nobody talked about this? What makes this worth $1,200? I don't
know what side of the internet you're on, because on my side, people were hating on the studio display. Okay. Especially like content creators, like YouTubers and stuff.
Yeah.
So they were hating on it because they were like, it is expensive and you have to pay an extra $300 for this type of stand and an extra $500 for just stuff like that.
Come on, man. Ridiculous. Look at this. Detailed and voluminous speakers, Thunderbolt port with 96 watts of charger speed, 3 USB-C ports, and then no new technology, no 120 hertz, no HDR, no mini LED, ridiculous price, disappointing camera performance. And then you same people who gushing all over this looked at Samsung's little projector, and look what the projector can do. Look at all this stuff. Look at this. What is happening? Let me blow this up so y'all can see it. Comes preloaded with Netflix, Prime Video, and more. Long list of features include Alexa's and AirPlay 2. Sleek design, respectable audio, produces a satisfactory image in dark locations. It is primed and ready to go. And then, of course, there's some bad stuff, too. Mediocre brightness, sluggish software, you know. So,
I hope Chaz chimes into this.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Where was I at here?
Just saying.
Like I said, first thing first, with Apple, you expect money. That's just all it.
Yes.
That's the number one thing. You expect to pay a lot of money. Secondly, I mean, and it's hard to say this because Samsung is almost probably the exact same way. When people were talking about the studio display, the one thing they kept saying is there's nothing that you can really compare that monitor to.
Mm-hmm.
With it being 5K, with it being that size, with it doing this and that and that. The only thing you can kind of compare it to is the LG version, but apparently the LG version is slightly smaller and the build quality is nowhere close to where Apple's is. So it's just like it's hard to compare anything in that category, Q.
Man. And so Zoe says this. Zoe's like, it was other that have similar features, but I'm trying to think of one that had. Okay, but some projectors do come with the streaming stuff, right? Some of them come with that.
I don't know if any projector that did what Samsung did because they also had like it automatically displayed correctly.
Right. Yes.
It went from like it is portable if you get that little battery attachment or if you do whatever. And it's up to 100 inches. So I personally don't know of any projectors like that.
No, I still think
it's hard though.
The price is right, and this is what I was saying on Twitter. Like, would I buy it personally? Like, would I pay $900 for it? No, I would not. Right? What would I pay? 6 maybe. I think 6. The high end of 600.
I pay 5 or 6. Well, I pay 5.
Somewhere around in there, right? 500, 600. I think that's what it's worth, right? But my thing was the reason why Samsung felt like they put they're giving you so much, right? If you break all this stuff down to its separate components, I'm pretty sure we're well over $1,000 at this point, right?
That's
smart speaker.
Your phone.
Look, smart speaker.
Or your monitors. Yeah.
Smart apps. Being able to now, some of the things are very unique that like some people may not use, like they're being able to project down on the table, and I think that stuff is dope. But we don't know how much use that's gonna get, right? Stuff like that. But I don't know. I think for people who see value and they say, "Oh my God, that is cool," I think that right there is exactly what I've been looking for. They would gladly plop down $900. It's like the people who look at that monitor. Like it was actually a guy in the store the other day. One of my mobile people was with him. And he was talking. He was going nuts. He was trying to get the biggest, baddest one. Of course, we didn't have it. We had to order it, and then he was upset that we had to order it. You know what I mean? I'm like, well, you think we're gonna keep a $1,400 monitor set up in the back?
Apple store right across the street? Like what?
I don't know. Because he got a Best Buy card, I guess. I don't know. But
okay.
but he found value. And I'm looking at him like he is nuts, right? But no, for him, it had to be what it was. If it wasn't that particular thing, it wasn't good enough. You know what I mean?
Like I said, it has the Apple aesthetic.
Yeah.
There's nothing you can quite compare it to.
Right.
I mean, that's it.
Yeah.
It looks like an Apple product, and you can't quite compare it to anything else.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, there's a bunch of 4K monitors that look fantastic.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of bigger monitors that look fantastic. There's a bunch of metal monitors that look probably great.
Yeah.
But all of it together, I
don't know either. I don't know. I just know. I think it's a dope little thing. I mean, I think for the way they marketed it, though, they're making it seem like it's one of them things that everybody should have, right? But ain't nobody gonna pay that. I mean, like most people will take that same $900 to get them a really nice 65-inch, 4K TV to put in the house. You know what I mean? That's what most people do with that $900, right? Instead of buttons.
That also hurts it too because instead of getting a projector, you can get a TV,
right?
Or you can get something else.
Yeah.
I don't know. For me, it's not the same.
Yeah.
Getting a projector versus a TV.
Yeah.
But it's whatever. I would love to have either that or like a short throw projector because the ones that just sit up close to the wall. And,
but then they make this $900 look like chump change because those things are expensive.
Yeah.
Again,
I don't have one because I'm not paying that money.
Right. Yeah. Those things are expensive. But I just feel like it's one of them things that's a perceived value, and the people will pay for it. Like I know there's no way. and I mean no possible way, that I would even entertain that Apple monitor. I wouldn't even. And listen, I done bought some fancy monitors, right? I got 2 fancy monitors, right? But I wouldn't.
Think about Samsung. If Samsung made, they can't call it M1 because that's Apple now, but Samsung made the MX monitor, and it didn't do anything but look real good, super good, built crazily well, like built with metal and aluminum, all that stuff. But again, not 120 hertz, just 60 hertz.
Right.
First of all, are you even buying it if it's 60 hertz?
No. No, well,
no matter what else.
Well, because it depends on what it is. Because the 2 M8s that I got, they're both 60 hertz, right? Both of them are.
Okay.
Right.
So you have let's do 60 hertz. It's perfect in color.
Yeah.
It's 5K or 5K monitor.
Yeah.
Think of the Samsung version of that for $1,400.
Nah, because it don't bring enough to the table. Like what I think makes the M7 special is the this Apple one is just a really nice monitor, right? And not even really, really nice, just really nice. Like the actual performance is not great. The actual build quality is what makes it really nice, right? But if it had better performance, it'd be really, really nice, right? But it ain't even that. You know what I mean?
You also got to think of what Apple did. Was it 2 years ago, 3 years ago?
Yeah.
Apple said, here's our XDR monitor. It's a $5,000 base price monitor, $6,000 base price if you need to stand with it. That's what we're starting off with. We're starting off with the biggest guns ever. Yeah. And then 3 years later, you're like, oh, everybody wants this? Okay, let's do a budget version for $1,500. So if you're thinking about that mindset, like, I can't afford $5,000.
Yeah.
But $1,500, I can do that.
Right.
That's like if Samsung only made notes and then all of a sudden they put a Test 22 Ultra.
Right.
You're like, I can't do the $1,400 note, but I can do a $1,000 Ultra.
Yeah.
It's not like it's a better thing. It's just smart.
But my thing is I am really been more of a function of a form type of cat anyway. Like I don't care how shiny it is. I mean, I do care if it's shiny. It's a
nice monitor depending on what you're doing.
Yeah.
It doesn't have super amount of features because Apple.
Right.
But especially if you're doing any type of editing, it's great.
Yeah. I don't know, just not heavy on the and that's what makes me think like if I had the money to let's say I had the money, somebody cut me a check to buy either one of these products, right? One or the other. Mm-hmm. I think because of the feature set and what Samsung put into this thing, I will be more likely to spend the $900 on the Freestyle versus the $1,200 or whatever the base is on the Apple one, and then maybe buy something else to go along with it. I don't know, but I'm just saying because I think I'm getting more for my money. That's what I'm saying. I think I'm getting in my mind, and this may not be true, but in my mind, I feel like I'm getting more when I'm it's like back in the day when we used to do the unboxings, right? And you kept pulling stuff out of the box, and it seemed like that product was better quality because more shit was in the box. And now, when you get the most,
now the phones that come with the most stuff are always the cheapest phones. Now.
Absolutely,
the phones that come with the AC adapter and the case and the headphones and all that. Those are the cheapest phones.
That is it. Like now, that's the way it is now, right? And they're the cheapest ones now. But back then, though, you'll pull all the stuff out of the box, and you're like, oh, yeah, that's some good quality stuff right here. You know what I mean? Because it had a million things in the box. And then now, the highest quality devices. I remember doing my Z Fold 3 unboxing video, and it was 3 minutes long because there's shit in the box. You know what I'm saying?
And now I'm going to pull out the phone, and I'm going to pull out the... All right, so I got the phone here. That's it. That's all you're talking about.
That's it. It's over. You know what I mean? And that's disappointing, right? But it's weird because I spent all that money on it, and I expected more, and I didn't get it, right? And then, but how much difference would it really have made, Keon, if there was a snap-on case in there, if there was a power brick, if there was a pair of headphones? Like, would that in your mind or in my mind would that make me feel like I got more value in the box? You know what I mean? I don't know. You know what I'm
Not
saying?
for me.
Right.
Like for me right now, I would take if somebody were giving one of each away, I'd probably take the monitor over the projector only because, my full time is creative.
Right. Yeah. Right.
If I had like a 9 to 5,
oh,
well then I'm taking the projector because I got my work somewhere else.
Right.
And this is I'm spending when I'm at home, I'm lounging or I'm playing games or something.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So for y'all who are still in the chat right now, given that you could get either one.
We got a few watching now. I like it.
Huh?
We still got a lot of people watching.
Oh, so listen, if somebody would cut the check for either one, You know, you had to pay 0 cents for it. Where's your value? Where you guys see value at? Where do you see the most? I think that's the best question. Like, where's the for each individual who's watching, like, or listening, where's the most value in your mind's eye? Like, what do you think is the best value?
Like I said, for me, for the chat, I feel like it's going to be completely Samsung projector.
Yeah.
Because for me, the monitor is only for creative professionals.
Right.
It's not even for like, hey, I play on my computer all the time. It's not even for that. It's like, I need something that's going to provide me good color and good quality.
Yeah.
That's it. You can't even really, like, even if you plug this into a Windows computer, which you can do, it still works.
Mm-hmm.
It's not even good for gaming. It's not going to help you.
Right.
It's not going to help you with gaming. It's not going to do anything for you.
Right. So, So I don't know. It's one of those weird things, and it's like I was just sitting there thinking about it. It's the same thing with the Samsung Tab S8 Ultra, right? Versus like the M1, whatever the big bad iPad is, right? You know, and it's so weird when I see people process it, right? Like they sit there processing it. I'm just like watching the wheels turn. They're like, I don't know, man. I feel like for the money, if I'm paying this kind of money, I think I need to get an Apple, you know? Like, and then it's weird, like they feel compelled because now we done crossed over a certain threshold monetarily. That like it just, you know, it warrants that you have to buy Apple at that point. You know?
I definitely so two things that just popped into my head. One, I feel like it's a jack of all trades versus a king of one or master of one, whatever thing.
Yeah.
Since, you know, the monitor is just only good for creative stuff while the freestyle can be gaming, speaker, it could be, you know, a whole bunch of stuff. That definitely helps with the price. But I was also thinking if both companies made a $3,000 phone, which phone would sell more? I feel like Apple would. I feel like Apple would, just because I feel like Apple people are going to somehow justify it more easily than
I think they would. See, I'm gonna tell you, and that is really a crazy conversation for a different day. But
Samsung is gonna give you so much more. Samsung's gonna give you so much more for $3,000.
But you know where Apple's gonna win at? Apple's gonna win with that inclusivity thing. Because they got that ability to create that group and that group feeling and that herd sheep ment. I don't like saying that. I don't like saying that. But that's what they do. They create this this monkey see monkey do. If he's doing it, I got to do it too, or I feel left out. They create that, and that's one thing Samsung got to figure out. If they can pull that off, they can figure out how Apple does that. Because that is, I mean, listen, it's working like hell for Apple. They are killing the game with that. You know what I'm saying? They're killing the game with it.
Do you feel like it's too late for Samsung to change their image to like super high quality? Not saying that they're not high quality, but only super high quality.
No, I just don't think that's in their DNA.
They're still more. They want to provide something for everyone.
They do.
I need to give the option.
Yes.
That if you need anything, they're gonna help.
And you know what's funny about that, Keon? You sit there and you look at the profits, because everybody report their profits and their earnings and whatnot. And you the CEO of Apple and I'm the CEO of Samsung. We sit there comparing numbers. And whatever I disagree with you about, because we disagree with pretty much everything. But I look at your earnings and I'm like, damn, yo, you kicking my ass, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but at the same time, I feel like you are alienating a big subset of the world, but you're still making 3 times as much as I am. Like, that's a weird situation to be in. You know what I mean?
So
I don't know. Yeah.
And any business you attribute that to, it's just crazy to think. Like, if you think of it in terms of restaurants, if you think of it in terms of like a bar or a car salesman, it's just wild to say like the person who is denying 90% of the crowd is making more money.
Right.
Like it makes sense when you think about it, but it's also just like, that's crazy.
It's
wild.
It is nuts. You would think that, okay, so Samsung thinking we need to put a device in everybody's hands, right? But then we're taking the L every time we do it for these people. Because there's a big group of folks over here, right? We take an L every time we put a phone in their hands. And it's only a small group of people over here that we make money on every time we put a phone in their hands. And the numbers don't add up. They don't wash out. And I think Samsung might need to seriously think about that. But then I guess they feel some type of way if they're like, well, we ain't making A-series phones no more. We won't get down like that. You know what I mean?
Y'all don't make the J series, right? There's no more J, right?
Nah. All that stuff got absorbed into the A model. But Samsung is like, no, we making S series and folds. That's it. And all those people, which was like 60% of the units, were A series or J series models. That again,
that's everybody, like, that's India. India got,
yes,
a sixth of the world's population. Like,
right.
all that Middle Eastern content.
And remember,
I do want to respond to Mark here, even though Joe just did, where Mark said that Apple has always said that they want all Apple because their products work better together. That, I will say, non-biased, that's a true statement. Whenever somebody talks to me about Apple devices and how, like, they're like, oh, I want to switch to an iPhone, and I don't get everybody's, so on Apple, it's because you only have one thing.
Yeah.
If you only have one thing, Apple is whatever. It's just another company. But it's once you have 3 or 4 or 5 things, that's when you're like, I got to stick here because it's
But I what I think about that, I think that would have been really cool 4 or 5 years ago. I think Samsung has made so many strides. Like, I was just doing a demo for a customer yesterday. It is amazing how well Samsung then fit themselves into working with everything. Like, it don't matter what you got, it works with it. To me, I like that. I like that a little bit better. I don't want to have to buy 3 Apple devices or 3 Samsung devices. I like my Ring doorbell. Samsung don't make that. You know what I mean? But it works with it, right? But I like my Ring doorbell.
Ring don't work with us. Like, we can't really, we can use Ring, but it's better if we use something else.
Right.
Made for Apple, Mark, it definitely is, the more Apple products you buy, the better it is.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, that's just that's just an ecosystem thing. It's not really. Again, if you're just now walking into the game and being like, "Oh, do I want an iPhone or a Galaxy?" That's not going to persuade you anything. No. It's like once you get the iPhone and then you got the Apple Watch, so you don't have to have your iPhone on you, and then you say, "Oh, let me get a Mac." And then you're trapped. That's it.
Right.
You're gone.
Because and that's another thing. Like, I think a lot of people kind of really, still feed off that old energy. Like, because that's how it used to be. Apple did start that, and they perfected it. They made it beautiful. But people don't know that your Samsung and Microsoft works beautifully together. Beautifully together. Like, it's amazing how well they work together. You know what I mean? Like, stuff like that. Which I think, as a person who likes the best technology, I would rather for the best technology to work together versus one little subset of technology to work together. That's just my personal opinion. I'm not saying that because I think what Apple is doing, again, just like most things that are good in tech, Apple kind of started it. They kind of kicked the door up and said, hey, this is what a handheld smartphone device should look like. This is what a tablet how it should work.
Well, it only works for certain things.
Right.
Because I just wrote a story about how much or what's the cost of going all in on HomeKit.
Yeah.
And I basically have to say, it's not great over here. It's not great in the HomeKit land. Because if you want everything to work nicely together and you only want to use like one app, you got to either wait for somebody to make that product happen, which doesn't happen all the time.
Yeah.
You got to pay a lot of money. You you're locked into using this one brand. If that one brand sucks, that's all you got.
Yeah.
Whereas if you're in like Google Home or Amazon Alexa, you're trying everything. They got everything. They got all 50,000 companies making.
That's
everything.
right.
Like, you're good. You don't have to worry about it. So the ecosystem thing is nice. At most times, but there are definitely negatives to it.
Oh yeah.
Which,
Yeah, and I definitely think Samsung is now that's one direction that they're going in that I am 100% behind, like being able to shake hands with everybody. And again, at the end of the day, when we break it all the way down to its like simplest form, is that the most secure and best way to do it? Maybe not. But for people like me who I like to open my phone up and just see what my stove is doing, and I like to know I can set my AC. My AC is made by GE. I can control all that stuff, and I love it. Right? First of all, as an Apple guy, I wouldn't be able to do none of that. I would be asked out. So.
No. I get to watch tech events and be like, oh, that's dope. Like the Amazon little thermostat came out for $60.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, that's crazy. And I was like, man, I can't even I can't even use that unless I want to download a whole other app.
Absolutely.
Like, no, I don't want to do that.
So that's how that thing go, man. But I definitely want to thank all of the fellas came out again today. Did we see Christina Jensen? She was here earlier. I think I saw her. Okay.
Today was here. Lady Gentle was here.
Okay. Yeah. Definitely thank everybody for coming out and hanging out with us on a Monday afternoon, man. Look, we know y'all could probably be doing anything in the world, man. Y'all came and hang out with us. We definitely appreciate it. If you know somebody who you think would love something like this, man, we just sitting around chilling. Listen, Keon, I think I told you about a dude who approached me, wanted to come on the show and talk about greenhouse gases or some shit like that. And I was telling him, I was like, look, bro, our show ain't really like that, man. Like I want the show to grow.
It's like the barbershop, basically.
Yeah.
Here for
right. I wanted to grow, but I wanted to grow the right way. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to come on talking about no green. I mean, our little handful of audience, they don't really, they'd rather hear me and Keon bicker about Apple and Samsung than you talking about greenhouse gases. I'm just saying, you know, no disrespect to the old boy, but you know, I had to decline that.
If you want to come and chill and talk and have a real and casual conversation about technology, that's what we're here for.
That's what we do.
If you wanna actually go into tech specs and all that stuff, there's 1,000 YouTubers that can help you out.
Absolutely, you know. But the people who come and check us out, man, we definitely appreciate it. You know, and we're a little small family, but hey, we get down together. We definitely appreciate it. Everybody who support us on the podcast, definitely appreciate that as well. Ken, I think I'm gonna have some fun tomorrow night. That whole Oscar thing was the most hilarious thing I've seen in a couple weeks, bro.
Hey, it got some interest back in the Oscars. I bet they're gonna have record viewership next year. If they play their cards right.
I guarantee it, yo. That was so crazy.
Or next year, BET Award gonna come back. One of the two.
Right. You know. But it just goes to show everybody can't be invited to everything. There you go. Some folks just don't know how to act. You know what I mean? But anyway. It's a pretty good show, man. I definitely enjoy kicking it with y'all. Ken, I ain't got nothing else, man. I think I'm done for the evening. Where you at, bro?
Hey, man, just check out, as we always say, check us out on socials. Check us both out. We both have individual channels on YouTube. Check us out. Share the word. Spread the love. We will be here next week.
Oh, yeah. No doubt. Anyway, man, y'all all hold it down. Enjoy the rest of y'all's evening. And we will catch y'all next week. And, of course, you guys can follow us on the socials. Them dudes be cutting up on Twitter. I'm in the background. I'm just watching. I'm the watcher. That's what I do.
Right.
Yeah, you know what I mean? All right, y'all. We out. Peace.
Peace.
I'm going to find the right scene. Oh, there you go right there. Okay. All right. And stop. Okay. Still working the bug. So I think what I need to do is I need to